Welcome to the mat, everyone. My name is Shelley, and I'm going to guide you through your practice. Yoga is a wonderful practice for everybody and every body. Have you checked in with your body today to see how you feel? Want to check in every now with that beautiful vessel that you live in to see how your body is feeling. Yoga is a wonderful practice from people who are starting to seasoned yogis. So take the time and we'll go through a few postures to see how your body feels. Honor how you live and how you feel in your body, most important. So yoga is kind of like medicine, and we can take care of ourselves. We have the power within our bodies to nurture ourselves to feel healthy and well. So let's play around. Let's have a little fun on the mat. So come with an open mind, open heart, and let's laugh a little bit. Be playful. Come join me. So we're going to come onto the mat and bring yourself onto your back. So we'll start with your feet nice and easy. Hands beside you. We're going to just roll back all the way onto the mat. So bringing yourself back down, allow the feet to come as wide as you comfortably like. Roll the shoulders back and take the arms out away from your body. So allow them to be an inverted V shape if that feels good. Roll the shoulders back and just take a moment just to arrive. And the purpose of this is to let go of your day, wherever you have been, whatever's transpired, just let yourself be for a few moments. Give yourself permission to release and just gently relax. Yoga has been proven to be a wonderful tool to help us in our daily lives. So just allow your arms to be soft, the backs of the hands on the floor. Let your fingers curl naturally. And I invite you to close your eyes. Yoga is an invitation. So take that time to roll back. Allow the eyes to close. Let your body feel healthy and well and supported by the mat. Maybe you want to pick your head up and just move a little bit till you find that sweet spot. Just allow the body to extend if that feels better. Honor what feels right to you. Everyone is different. So just take a few moments and just notice what's going on, what you're feeling, or maybe what you're not feeling. Just allow the tips of the shoulders to come back a little bit. Start to soften your jaw. Feel the features of your face. Find a little ease. Separate your teeth. Find a little space between the upper and lower teeth. And let your tongue come to the base of your mouth, the bottom. Swallow. And just start to notice your breath. And just observe without any judgment. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice if it's fast or slow. Notice if it's deep or shallow. And then without changing anything, just observe. Maybe you notice that your feet are feeling a little heavier and your hips are feeling a little heavier. The spiraling of your legs and your thighs. And feel like you're sinking into the mat. I invite you to bring a vision to your forehead. Just allow yourself to remind yourself of a memory. Some scene, some beautiful scenery that you remember from once in one of your vacations, a drive, a beautiful scenery in nature that invokes a feeling of beauty. And if you have many such memories, consider yourself lucky. But just choose one. It could be a meadow or a scenery of the field. It could be a rooftop gaze to the city. Maybe a beach, mountaintop. And just bring that feeling of that view, that beauty into your heart. Start to imagine that scenery as a vision inside your own personal movie screen, your forehead. And just notice, remember, Bring the feelings of the air, the memory of the smells in the air, the heat or the coldness on your skin. Just settle into that memory for a few moments. Start to observe your breath. Notice if you're finding an inhale matching the length of your exhale. Noticing the balance of your breath. Bring your awareness to the present, to the temperature of the room you're in now, the feeling of the fabric of the clothes on your skin. And then maybe gently start to open your eyes. Start to bring the awareness of the room and your breath. And maybe start to move your feet a little bit towards you. Taking a moment to draw the right knee in towards your heart and the left knee in, hands to shins, and just give yourself a hug and a squeeze. Feel supported by the breath, feel supported by the mat, and then gently just rock a little side to side. So we can do yoga from a very gentle position. It doesn't need to involve a lot of postures. And start to create some circles with your knees, one direction, just feeling yourself trace the outline of your sacrum, that flat bone above your glutes. And then come back to center, drop the left leg long and just hug the right knee in. Give yourself a big stretch and gently release and switch. So in yoga, we're looking for the elements of yoga, our breath, awareness, and just gentle, mindful movement. From here, bring your arms out nice and wide and drop the knees over to one side. Allow the arms to be nice and soft, taking whatever shape feels best to you. Roll the shoulders, so maybe you can squeeze the shoulder blades together, feeling that broadening through the chest, feeling that stretch through the pectoral muscles, the armpit. And we invite you to close your eyes as much as you like to focus inward. Just breathe soft and slow. Gently press into the back of your hands. Use your core to draw yourself back through center. And drop the knees to the other direction, and never worrying if you've gone the wrong way. There's always another way to go, another path. Allow your breath just to smooth out. So you might find those rough edges as you breathe. Just smooth them out with your breath. And once again, drawing the knees back in. Maybe interlacing the fingers on top of the shins, giving yourself another hug. Maybe drawing your knees and your nose close. And gently expand, extend nice and long. So reach with the fingers, point the toes like a gymnast. Roll the wrists and the ankles, finding a little expansion. Lengthen a wee bit more and then just gently soften. We're going to walk the legs over to the left corner of your mat at the bottom. And take the hands and reach over to the right, to the left side of the mat. Feeling the right side of your body arc out. Just take a moment to arrive. Maybe you want to bend the top arm if it feels too intense. Maybe you want a little deeper, so you take the left hand to reach for the wrist. Wherever you are, just feel the shoulder blades connect to the mat, and you can gaze gently up to the ceiling. Allow your breath to slow down. You pick the right leg up and hook it over the left, so the toes connect. Just noticing that your two glutes are connected and your upper back is connected. You're taking a banana-shaped pose or a shape like a croissant, a crescent pose. And as you gently, to whatever degree feels right to you, you're pulling yourself gently to the left as you arc out, feeling the breath through the right quadrant of front
and the back quadrant on the right side. Feeling the expansion through the ribs, expansion through the armpit, through the shoulders, the lats, your latissimus dorsi. And just taking a moment then to gently release, letting everything go. Another big stretch. Maybe you want to interlace the fingers and flip the palms, flex the feet like you were standing on the wall behind you. And then gently release, and we'll take everything to the right. So coming to the degree that feels right to you, you can arc the body over. Every side is different, so each side of your body is different. So come to what feels right to you, ensuring that the left side is connected to the mat. Left hand reaches for the right wrist. Breathing into the left side of the body, feeling the upper back expand. Slowing your breath down. One last. And as you exhale, gently release. Bring the hands by your side. Draw your feet in, knees are bent. So you can just gently touch your heels with your fingers. And you can do many of these postures from a seated position. This one we want to do from a lying, so supine position. So engage your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, your thighs, and activate the inner legs as you gently press the hips up to sky, roll the shoulders back, press the hips up. As you gently maybe open the arms, maybe you want to bend the arms. So always an option, whatever feels good to you. You're drawing the knees forward, squeezing the inner thighs and lifting yourself with your glutes up a little higher. Take your chin away from the chest and see if you can breathe so soft and sweet once again. And we're going to gently come back down vertebra by vertebra, and your tailbone arrives last. Just take a moment. We're going to roll over to whatever side is most comfortable for you. Come all the way up. We're going to come up into a table pose. So coming up into table, you want to stack bone on bone, so wrist underneath shoulders, knees directly under hips. Fingers spread wide like a big starfish. So when you bring your hands down to the mat, you can see colors between each fingers like slices of pie. Press into the knuckles, press into the fingers. We don't want to dump into the wrist. You want to feel the energy rising from the mat. So you're rooting down, rising up. Feet are hip distance, knees are hip distance, and just take a moment to arrive. You want to notice that your navel and your belly is soft. Allow the heart just to gently come through as you bring the chest and the heart through the bridges of your shoulders. Let the belly be soft, just be easy. Notice that the sits bones, your two bony protrusions in your glutes start to gently spread. And as you exhale, press into the hands, gaze down to the thumbs. Pull the navel towards the spine and start to arc up like a Halloween cat. As you come through, soft, gentle ease with the breath. Inhale. Start to bring your heart through, shining and radiating it forward. Maybe the chin starts to lift. Let the belly be soft. And then gently exhale. Finding more space, more capacity. And as you gaze, maybe the chin tucks towards your chest. We'll take 3, power of 3. Inhale, draw the chest through, maybe a little deeper if that feels good. Maybe you gaze up. And as you slowly exhale, press through, gaze, like that Halloween cat shape. Just take a moment to come back and find neutral. Your head and neck are an extension of your spine. So just take a moment, and then we're going to walk it back into a child's pose. So bringing your knees together to start off, walk yourself down so that your belly and your chest connect. Option to always bring your hands across, maybe stacking your fists. And maybe you just want to bend the elbows and the hands, and allow the forehead to touch. We want to support our forehead. It's feeling that space between the eyebrows soften and ease. Feeling yourself breathe into the upper back. And then gently we'll bring it back up, nice and tall. Bring the hands back underneath. We're going to extend the right leg back. So feeling yourself pull the navel to spine. Lengthen, squaring off the hips. Engage, so you feel the inner thighs connecting. So there's strength between the thighs. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And we're going to reach forward with the left hand. Now, option is always to keep the hand on the ground if that doesn't feel comfortable. Keep the arm in a nice, strong space. So you have magic coming out of those digits. You want to have a little fun. You want to play here. So take a moment. And then maybe if you'd like a little bit more, bring the leg up into the air. Press the air away with the foot as though you were standing on the wall behind you. Lengthen a little bit more, spread the fingers. Take another more longer, deeper breath. And then bring it back down to the mat. Take a moment to pause, bring the hips to the left, look to the right. Bring the hips to the right and look to the left. Come back to center. Extend the left leg back, press through the ball of the foot. Reach back with the heel, and you want to pull the navel to spine. So you're engaging your core, your rectus abdominis, your six pack, in my case, my one pack. Your transverse abdominis, your side muscles. Just lengthen a little bit more, squeeze, and then gently draw the right arm forward if that feels good, if it's in your wheelhouse. Remember, everybody's different. And some days you feel stronger and some days you feel a little more mellow. So kindly choose the mellow posture. Take a moment, and if you'd like to come a little bit more, you can bring the leg into the air, always knowing that this is where you can be and this is where you can be. So take one more breath and then gently release. We're going to bring it back for a moment and tuck our toes under. So give a little love to the feet for a moment, the plantar fascia. We walk a lot, especially in Canada, we're in our boots a lot. So allowing our feet to be tucked under in the toes, might feel a little intense, and then gently come back down. Sit back for a moment and just roll your wrists one direction and then the other. Open and close the fists. Bring your hands back down to the mat. We're going to step the right leg between the hands, left foot, press up through the feet, and slowly bring yourself up. Nice big stretch. And then take the hands back by your side. So the reason for sun salutations, it's a wonderful posture that you can do, a wonderful practice. It's a whole body feel to it. And that's what we're looking for, where you can incorporate your breath and movement. And in yoga, you don't have to take movement. That's a big piece. You can break it down into little increments. So we'll start by our side, hands by our side, palms facing away, pressing through the mounds of the big toe, and then lifting them off the ground. You want to make sure your toes are soft and light. So press through the four corners of the feet. Imagine each foot is a vehicle and you're pressing through your winter tires. Lengthen and sweep the hands up. Exhale, give yourself a nice little swan dive, hinge from the hips. As you come into a forward fold, bend the knees a lot, chest and belly connect. Inhale, press through the feet, hands come to below your knees, feeling this flat back as you gaze down to the mat. Your heart is radiating forward and your glutes are pushing to the wall behind you. Exhale, allow yourself to fold down. Press through the feet and take that big swan dive, but a reverse one all the way up. Lift up, lengthen. Maybe you want to look up if that feels good. And exhale, take it back by your side. We'll do one more. Feel yourself connect to the floor. Nice big stretch. Breathe in through the nose. Bring the hands up. Lift up overhead. Heart forward as you swan dive all the way down. Feel that exhale as you arrive. Bend the knees a lot. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, hands come halfway up the shins. Feel the heart pulling forward. Pull the navel to spine as you find a little more capacity in the belly. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet and reverse swan dive. Reach up, gather up as though the air was heavy. Lift up out of the waist. Bring your palms together and exhale, hands to heart. Anjali Mudra, hands to heart. And take the hands by your side. So a lovely stretch for the whole body. Takes only a few moments. And we're going to finish our class today and take it into legs up the wall. Wonderful, wonderful piece that you can do every day. I encourage everyone to do a legs up the wall for about 5 or 10 minutes a day. If you can possibly schedule it in, do it twice, morning, night. So you can do it with or without props. So if you have a couch cushion at home, feel free to bring it in. So typically in a yoga class, when we come to the end, we come into Shavasana, and there are a variety of poses that you can do to end the class in a restful pose. So if it feels most comfortable to you, you can come and finalize your practice today as we started on our backs. But I invite you to bring that open mind and come into legs up the wall. So bring yourself right to the edge of the wall. Bring your feet and body right in. You want to drop in, sweep the legs up so that you bring your glutes completely connected to the wall. So you feel supported, back is supported, legs are up, soft bend in the knees. And you can allow your arms to open up in a T. So whether you do yoga and you don't have time for a practice, if you could spend 5 minutes like this every day, and just allow yourself to soften, let your belly release, allow your eyes to close, let the hands be up, palms up and soft. You can take the hands overhead. Maybe you want to cactus them. So bending the arms like goalposts. You can bring the legs together. You can bring the soles of the feet together. You can take the legs apart as wide as you like. But wherever you are, just allow yourself to drop in. Allow yourself to focus on your breath. And when your mind wanders, because it will, just bring it back to your breath. As you draw the breath in through the nose, fill up the chest, the belly. Feel the suspension of the breath and then the softness as you exhale. Navel pulls to spine. Gentleness through the heart, the chest. Warm air exits the nose. Drawing the breath in through the nose. Fill up the chest, the belly. And as you exhale, feel the navel pull to spine. Softening and ease. And as you breathe in calm. Mentally repeat the word ease as you exhale. This posture can be a wonderful gift if you're feeling stressful, if you're having a hard day at work, a hard day, and especially during these times right about now when we're home and when we're feeling a little more confined than we normally are. So taking time to bring a posture, a breath, just a small piece of yoga into your life can help you expand and allow yourself to find a little peace in all of this chaos that we're
inn called life, with the roller coasters of our life and the emotional turbulence that we normally all have, especially during these times. Taking a pose like legs up the wall can be most beneficial. From my heart to yours. Bring yourself into yoga. Thank you.